to take you off yourself and get you into a mental home. You will have knowledge, understanding, capacity, stretching, ability to look into your life, traveling inside and telling yourself, you are too little. Bring it to the ground is not the size of gold. It takes an inner strength. There's a wisdom that says it is what the bird eats that makes the bird to fly. It is what the bird eats that makes the bird to fly. It is what is inside of you that will help you to stand the test of life, test of challenges. Whatever happens, you can weather the storm. You can ruggedly, doggedly win in the battle of life if you can only sit for these 4 weeks at the seat of wisdom. Some of you don't even know the root of your challenges. You don't know why you are going through that. You don't understand. One of the things I do at the beginning of the session is understanding the dynamics of family system. I will show you pictures. I'll give you graphics. I will explain what nobody is explaining to you about the family system. Some of you are blaming your husband. My husband is this, my husband is that, my husband is this, my husband has done this. Excuse me. That's why in my profession we don't blame people. We help people to understand exactly what is going on. We help people to understand the reason for what they are going through. That is the first thing I'm doing when we resume. You understand the dynamics of everyone on earth. And a woman is the passage to this world, to the earth. So when you understand, okay, the first graphics will show you what it is. You will understand it by picture, practical teaching, solid information. You're asking me, hey, I'm a woman. Does it really mean you have to be married? No, you are not supposed to be married if you don't want to be married. Marriage is not a problem. It's not even by force. Some people will not be married. That's the gospel truth. But for you to survive and live and become somebody in this life, you need to know better. You need to be able to build stamina, resilience, to build dynamism, to build yourself in such a way that whatever comes your way, when life hits you, you won't head it. Because if you head it, it is insanity, straight up. You won't chest it. Because if you chest it, it's blood pressure. But you can walk over it. You can walk over anything that comes your way. Not because you went to school. It's because in that area you are informed. You can be a doctor and not be informed. I remember some years ago, one of my students of the Women College of Ministry, she's a judge, and she was having issues in her home, seriously. Despite the fact that when she goes to court, she hears, my Lord, your worship, my Lord, back to back. And she will get home, her husband will beat her. I will see marks all over her body. And you know, there's some abuse that you don't want to bring out because you're ashamed to tell your world that I've been abused. So anytime she noticed that, she has the blurry eyes or bloody eyes, she can't see very well, she will put on her shade. And she came to me and said, Ma, I'm attending this school because I don't know what to do again. I'm confused. So many testimonies. And I said, you know what? I know what you're going to do. You are a judge. Yes, I know. Everybody calls you my Lord. Yes. She said yes. I said, you know what you're going to do? When you get home. Now, I'm not encouraging abuse and toxicity. This story I'm sharing with you happened about 20 years ago. I don't really know what I know. I think she was on the second set or the fourth set of the women training school, because a lot of people felt okay, even when they are slapping you and beating you. That's not what I'm saying. Please don't get me wrong. If you are having a challenge in your home and there's abuse, mental, emotional, physical abuse, seek intervention. I'm a therapist, I'm a counselor. You can always be helped. And that's just the truth. Now, I just told her, with the wisdom of God, at that time, that's the level of knowledge that I have. I said, when you get home, she lives in a gated house. She has a gatesman that opens the door and opens the gate, the gate for her. So I told her, I said, When you get to the house, sit with your gate man, remove your wig as a judge, gist with your gate man. What you are doing is you are unwinding. Unwind with your gate man. Then go to the kitchen, cook and set the table. Honestly speaking, there's no need to impress you and get depressed. I don't have to exaggerate. That was the end of the fight in that home. The man just said, now I found my wife. Now what I'm saying is, there's a way you apply wisdom. It doesn't have to be like this. It could be raising your children. It could be that child that is giving you hell on earth. It could be in an ability to just manage your life. Maybe that boss is just boxing you here and there. Maybe you are feeling, I'm not contented, I'm not fulfilled, I'm not really getting myself. Probably that's what you're feeling. The Women College of Ministry will answer your questions. And of course, we're going to do healing of emotional wounds. In the last 8 years of the School of Ministry for Women, we deal with wounds and we do healing of emotional wounds. It opens you up to therapy. That's one of the things that this school will do for you. It will help you to open up. You know, when you have bottled up pain, or you have bottled up anger, or you have bottled up bitterness, or you have sore or wound that is covered and masked and is opened a little bit. One of the things that would happen is it will pain you. Sometimes you cry because the wound is opened. Then after the wound is opened, somehow fresh air breeze will be on that wound. In a way, healing just starts. One of the things that you learn why the Women Training School is very simple. Your wound will open up because you're going to understand why the wound. Who wounded me? Who is my troubler? Who is the person that caused this pain? Is it my dad? Is it my mom? A lot of people are going all over the street playing blame game. My dad, my mom, she was not there. If she was there, if he was there. A lot of things people think, a lot of issues comes people's way, and a lot of things comes to people's mind when they're having challenges. They want to keep passing blame game, playing victims, just abusing and stretching the hand of anger to one person or the other. Oh, it's the fault of my husband, it's the fault of my wife, it's the fault of my children, and on and on and on. But the truth is very simple. You cannot live better if you don't know better. When you come to this place, you will understand that whatever you are doing now, investing in your destiny, investing in the destiny of your future, not even marriage, destiny of your own personal life and destiny, investing in it will take you to another level. And any woman that is unique, special, uncommon, those women that you see, that you celebrate, and you honor, you worship, you give accolades to, they are women that have had several encounters, one after the other. Something happened, they've gone through challenges, they've had to go through bumpy roads, they have had issues that they can't even discuss it with anybody, because it will sound weird when they are sharing the stories of their lives. It would sound weird when they are discussing their challenges. It will look as if it's not true, except the people like us that will give you evidences and proofs. That's why I love evidences. I always want to let people know, okay, if you think I'm making up stories, this is it, this is it, this is it. I know a lot of people take advantage of your vulnerability. When you try to be open to them, they assume that you are opening to them because you want to whip sentiments. They don't know that you're just opening up to them because you felt comfortable with them. These are the things that we unravel, we unbox at the Women Training School. Another thing, why Women Training School or Women College of Ministry, we help you to be able to manage relationships in your lives, especially relationships. One of the courses in the handout is You and Wisdom principles. I don't know any woman that will survive in this world without wisdom is not possible. Wisdom is profitable to direct. You will be able to handle every bits and pieces of your life in wisdom. Wisdom is the ability to know when to retire. Wisdom is the ability to know when you withdraw. Wisdom is the ability to know when to pull back and say no, it can't continue like this. And listen to me, sometimes if you don't want to pull back by choice, you pull back by force. That's what God does. And to learn by information is better. How would you want to learn by experience? It's bitter now. Somebody said experience is the best teacher. It's not true. Knowledge, information, Holy Spirit is the best teacher. But a lot of us, some of us, we've really learned by experience. Oh my goodness. I can go on and on and on. Some of us, we have also learned by information. You just learn by rubbing your minds with other minds. And you take in the knowledge that is acquired and you're good to go. Why Women Training School? Why Women College of Ministry? You attend the Women College of Ministry to be emotionally intelligent. It's a tough place for a woman. It's difficult for a woman. It is so hard for a woman to be emotionally intelligent because a woman is more emotional than men. That's why we cry. We shed tears. It's emotions. We are wired to cry over things. Now, a lot of people have cried. I personally have cried before someone that will never say sorry to me. And they use that information as a weapon in my life. But you don't have to go through that route. I told you how I stopped gossiping. Somebody said gossip. Yes, I don't gossip. I stopped gossiping because I learned it by experience. That's why whatever you tell me dies with me. I was saying it on She Matters on Sunday. I said, when you have 10 things in your mind, say 2 to your friend because of the day you will fight, because they will use it against you. That experience, I don't want to share it here, but I'm still going to share it. You feel vulnerable to somebody and you took advantage of it and boom, and used it. So you want to give your own back too and just say just 1 or 2 out of 100 That's not a good place to be. But the truth is, it takes wisdom to manage relationship around you. And listen to me, your health is your relationship. Married, single, divorced, widow, grandma, please do everything you can to be part of this institution. It is not because it's one person teaching or one person just flaunting or showing her face. No, if I have my way, I won't show my face, in all fairness. It's just that necessity is laid on me. Woe is me if I don't do what I'm doing. And if you're a man, you are listening to me, please enroll. It's Zoom. We're all on Zoom. It's not physical class. You enjoy, you sit at the comfort of your homes, at the comfort of your offices. You are just somewhere and you are just enjoying yourself. You are listening, you are taking all you can. I remember, I tell ladies, I said, take all you can when you come for the training for women or Women College of Ministry. Can all you take and sit on the can to open the can when you can. You take all you can. You can all you take. You sit on the can to open the can when you can. That is exactly what we do in that place. I've done it for years. I've trained women that are all over the world. Recently, I was watching a birthday of a grandma. She's a prophetess, great woman of God. And I said, wow, she was my student. We've done this. This is the 56th set. Elderly women, great women in ministry. Now, you don't have to come physically. You can just tell your children, whoever knows how to manage your Zoom or something, and sit there and just learn. Leaders are learners. Leaders are learners. You cannot lead without learning. I've said it before. I've said it everywhere. I can say it again. I'm a student. I learn from everything and everything. I've learned. I'm still learning. The day you stop learning, you start dying. The day you stop learning, you start dying. And learning is not a sign of weakness. It's a matter of fact, it's a sign of strength. What makes people not to want to learn is pride. Facts. I will learn, I will sit down, I will act as if I don't even know anything. I will just sit down there to learn because, oh God, I've seen people that they know they don't know these things. They are suffering, they are going through a lot in that area of their lives, and they are not going to seek knowledge. That is narcissistic in nature. Some people say, I would rather die in this thing than to get this person to help me, than to learn from this person. Hey. That is going on a suicide mission. You don't want to do that to yourself when you can learn from people. And let me be honest with you, whatever it is, you need people to learn from. Oh, thank God, you can learn from, books and all of that. These 4 weeks is access to you. I'm privileged to be in your space. You are privileged to be in my space. We rub our great mind with great minds. We rub our small minds with great minds to become great. That is the reason for the Women Training School. It is not possible to be the same. It's not possible. It is not possible. That I am sure of. We dine, we sit in revelation, in understanding. One day I sat down to think. I do a lot of thinking because thinking makes a man. I was thinking one day, I said, wow, I wish Micah, Saul's daughter, had known that the ability for her to give birth to a child in this world lies in the man that ran away, quote and unquote. David ran for his dear life, for crying out loud. Your father wanted to kill, her father wanted to kill him. True. He had to save the man through the window. He said, so that leave from the window, out. And she left. Pardon me. And he left. He ran away for his dear life. And he went for a very long time. Because a man must pursue purpose, must pursue destiny. There's nothing anybody can do about it. Man is wired to wanting to become somebody. When you see a man that wakes up in the morning and sleep in the morning and you come and you set the table, he eats, watch movies, sit before newspapers, man, you didn't marry a man, you married a boy. Fact. So he needed to sit down and understand the dynamics of why would my husband run away? What happened? She started sitting on offense and bitterness. She was angry. She was reactive. She was not growing at all. If I were to be a person that knows, or if she had known, probably if she has attended the Women Training School, Women College of Ministry, she would have known that maybe there's something God is trying to do here. Is that not what Jochebed did, the mother of Moses? He just looked at her. He just looked at her son. She looked at her son and said, this boy is handsome, he's goodly. I can't kill him. You can't tell me to kill my son. I won't kill my son. Is that not what Deborah said until Deborah arose? The mother in Israel. God will give victory to Israel through a woman. These are people, one of the things we do at the Women Training School is to see you and your vision. You must see vision. Without a vision, people act strangely. Without a vision, people perish. Period. She did not know that the reason why David had to run for his dear life, she did not grow. She did not develop. She sat in bitterness for a very long time. I told you one of the things you're going to enjoy as you are part of this school of ministry is to heal from emotional baggages. Some of you, your baggages is just a bag of cement. Some is 10 tons of cement. You reject this thing. You will drop the weight. That's one thing we do that is profound. You will intentionally drop the weight. We will spelt it out. We will belch it out. We will vomit it out. People talk. Practical session. First resumption is practical. We are not masking anything. You can't be hiding your shame behind the mask. Then, probably she has attended the Women Training School. She had this opportunity that you are having on the platter of grace. God is just giving you the privilege to just know something here and understand some things here. She would have retired and grew and built. When David came to the city and he was dancing, this woman should have prepared a party herself, her own party time, and just said, let's celebrate the arrival of the king. She must have been offended because David was having other women. Abigail came to the picture, the wife of Mr. Foolish. Other women came to the picture. And listen to me, ladies. If you understand the dynamics of what I'm saying, I don't care what the man in your life has done. Because if you don't understand, you will lose your mind. And let me tell you the truth. If you lose your mind, it's going to be difficult for you to come back to sanity. That's just the truth. The moment you start to use antidepressants or psychiatric drugs, it's just the mercy of God that would see you through. That's just the truth. Because in my language, they say that if it's going to be okay, it's not going to be okay. May God not let us be mad. I don't want to interpret it because I know a lot of people are watching. I can't speak my language. But the truth is clear. If you are not careful and you are not intentional, you'll be shocked how your life will end. I just pray that you will not end your life in shame. You will not end your life in misery. You will not end your life in frustration. I wish she had developed herself. I wish she had seen in the light of this truth that I have a purpose. It's not by accident that I married David. You know, some of us will think, oh, I married that man by accident. No. Some of you, if you have not married that man, you won't have the ministry you have today. Because in every pain, there is a praise point. You can look at we could have the odds. Truly, we have the odds. Basically, we have the odds. But the truth is, you have become relevant. Your life is making a meaning because of what has happened to you. So your mess becomes your message. Your mess becomes your mandate. Your mess becomes your ministry. Then you find purpose in your pain. You find purpose in your trauma. You find purpose in your abuse. You find purpose in your vulnerability. You find purpose in whatever situation you find yourself. I wish Micah, Saul's daughter, found purpose in her pain, found purpose in her misery, found purpose in what was going on in her life. Probably she wouldn't have been barren, because David came to bless the family, came to bless everybody. Everybody was blessed. He came with so much excitement. But the only thing Micah could do, because of ignorance, because she did not know what she was, she did not know why she was there, she did not know the purpose in which she found herself there, she just stood in front of the window. You know, it was the same window that she saved her husband from. Looked at the window and said, "Oh King, today, how useless you are. Why did you dance like that? You are very, very funny. You are very stupid." Yeah, I'm adding my own. Because when you say a king is, how basest is the king today, then it means that he's stupid and foolish. And guess what? David said, I am dancing before the God that delivered me from your wicked father. Told her the story of her life. That's sad, very, very sad. And that's what happens if you don't know better. You experience things. People say things. The insult that is not supposed to come to you comes to you because you don't know better. You don't want to use the word stupid. But because you don't know better, the abuse, the insult, the things you've gone through in life, is because of ignorance. It's not the devil. Do you know, the Bible did not say my people are destroyed because of Satan. It said they are destroyed because they lack knowledge. So what destroys a man is not Lucifer. Can you just leave Satan? You know, I used to say jokingly that when we get to heaven, Satan will say, you lied. I'm not the one. You are lying against me. I didn't push you. I didn't undress you. I'm not the one that removed your belt. I'm not the one that removed your skirt. I'm not. You did. You removed your trousers yourself. Wow. That's funny. Because we have lied against the devil. And the Bible did not say my people are destroyed because of the devil. It didn't say they are destroyed because of Lucifer. It said they are destroyed because they lack knowledge. Why women training school? It enhances your horizon. It stretches you. It gives you capacity. You are free to ask questions, mind-probing questions. I wish she had known that she would be the only woman from Genesis to Revelation that is barren. Mental barrenness, emotional barrenness, psychological barrenness, financial barrenness is traceable to ignorance. Ignorance is not an excuse. Somebody said, I don't believe in the law of gravity. You now went to visit your friend that lives in a 10-story building, and you peep through the window and you say, well, good afternoon, everybody. I want to prove the scientists wrong. I want to go there and see if truly there is a law of gravity. It's the news that will tell you there is a law of gravity somewhere. Why am I saying what I'm saying? The Women Training School, we are resuming on the 4th of October 2025, the 56th set. Why? I've given you a lot of whys. How do I register? Just send me a DM. The ads has been going on. Make a decision to be part of it. Another one is next year. How wonderful will it be for you to round up the year beautifully, knowing better, understanding the dynamics of your nature, your anatomy, the anatomy of yourself, A to Z. You can be loaded. You can have so much potentials. Do you know Micah, Saul's daughter, has potentials? A woman that will sit down and say, how do I save this man? My father wants to kill this man. Yes, I can open the window. She was proactive. If I start breaking the life of that woman, we'll do it for 5 hours. Very proactive, dynamic. She had the ability to act at the spur of the moment. She was able to take charge and save the man. But it does not end there. We grow from glory to glory. We are changed. We grow. I've grown than the time I started the women training school. I've grown than 2 months, 3 months, 5 months ago. I've grown than yesterday. I grow daily. So joining me in this powerful school of women of training, it's going to be a life-transforming, life-changing encounter. If you see any of our ads, just click and listen to the alumni. I've recorded a few of them. They are in the app. If you see know more, click more, or how do I put it? Learn more. Just click in there. You will go into the app and you will hear other women that has to speak. Some of them are professionals. Some of them are people that matters in their various careers, and they are part of it. So please share this video. Tell your friends. The Women Training School is rare, is uncommon, is unique, and we're having a good time. I'm very, very sure of that. I come by the grace of God, heavy. The handout is rich and comprehensive. As a matter of fact, people use the handouts to teach and preach, because I took time to sit on that material. Then the truth again is, you will understand your person. Some people, we don't know ourselves. You don't know yourself. You don't know your strength. You don't know your weaknesses. You don't know what makes you you. You don't know. You will learn to know you. Now, if you know you, you will know your husband to be. You will know your husband. You know your children. You know your spouse. You know everybody around you. So relating with them will be easy. Because if you don't know people, you can't relate with them properly. That's the beauty of another part of this program that you will enjoy. You will know people. You will not be walking as if you are blind in anything. Somebody says, is it for singles? Yes. It's better for you to learn early than to learn when you are on the job. Learning on the job can be frustrating. Your boss can scream and yell on you. Can't you see? You don't know. Da, da, da. What about knowing before then? You're just doing your job. That's why they will ask you when you are looking for a job, how many years of experience? You are looking for a job, you just graduated, they are asking you, you need to have experience. Where, how? Even the world system knows that if you know better, it will be easy for you to achieve more in your career. The same thing applies to this powerful school of ministry for women, or you can call it women training school. Whatever it is an addition. You are single, you are married, you are divorced, you are a widow, you are a grandma. I had a set of the women training school that the mother was there, the grandmother was there, the daughter was there, and the granddaughter was there. I had 3 generations in a class. That amazes me, actually. I felt so humbled. And that's the privilege I have. Because of my radio program, 3 generations, grandma, daughter, and granddaughter. And probably in the next few years, if God gives me grace, the granddaughter too will attend. So it becomes a generational battle. Let me say this before I leave us. I don't want to be too long. A woman is a generation. Eve was a generation, but she didn't know. Mary was a generation, but she knew. If Eve had known, she won't hand us over to Satan cheaply like that. As God said, story. You know, this ministry, this ministry will teach you how to know how to talk. Some of you don't know how to talk. Some of you, your words has ensnared you. I was telling somebody, I said, this person did not attend the women training school. No wonder. Because if she has attended, she will not commit that blunder that will destroy her generation. Because listen to me, the generation of that woman has entered trouble because of her mouth. I will explain to you shortly. The children the person has not given birth to is going to suffer the consequences of her mouth. If she has children at all. Who am I talking about? Micah, Saul's daughter. Her mouth. What did she say? Oh, King today. That was her mouth sent her to an early grave of barrenness. That's deep. Join me as we sit at the table of wisdom and knowledge and understanding. Don't miss it for anything. Register right away, now, and take advantage of this privilege. There's a woman I respect so much, one of the women that I look up to in life and in ministry, Gloria Copeland. It was when she was raising her children. Don't say, I have children, my kids are young. That's the time to manage and maximize your time. She said she started growing when she was raising her kids. When the children are sleeping, you are awake. My life, my routine has been 3 a.m. You can't find me sleeping. Even the devil cannot find me sleeping. My body is accustomed to that. I can now wake up, I can now finish my routine at 3, 4, 5, and now start to sleep at 6 or 7, whatever. But that time, my body is used to it. A unique woman understands their body and how it functions. I want to say a very big thank you to everyone that has taken time. I don't want to spend 1 hour because I know some of us, we don't have time and heart for long time talk. And that's the danger in this generation. For the women training school, it's just 3 hours on Saturdays, 12 to 3, we're off and we're gone. Just for 4 weeks, Saturdays only. Register right away. Don't learn by experience, please. You've suffered enough. You've gone through a lot enough. Enough is enough. You should be tired. And let me say this to everyone. On Friday, I'm going to bring a guest. That guest, September, is the World Suicide World Suicidal Month. You know, the month that is set apart for suicide. And I felt I should bring a person that has passion. I'll soon drop out the flyers, that has passion for suicide. It's happening. People commit suicide. It was recently I discovered that some great people that will hear that their son is dead, their father died, they actually died by suicide. And this is, we're in September, it is World Suicidal Month. Let me put it that way. So I want to also create an awareness. So I'm going to be here with him on Friday. 6 p.m. is my guest, and we're going to have a good time. So looking forward to having you in this month of suicide awareness. I will have my own share of the information, giving it out on Friday, this Friday, by the grace of God, 6 p.m. Look out for the flyers and share with your friends. Awareness is important. Ignorance is not an excuse. That's why you see me. I bring somebody on health. I bring somebody on autism. I bring somebody on arthritis. I bring somebody on health issues, because if you don't know better, you can't live better. It takes understanding to stand. It takes understanding to be outstanding. I appreciate you so dearly for taking your time to listen and to watch this episode. I'm saving it on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. You can go back and watch. You can share it with your friends. Let people learn that as a woman, the way you are wired, you can easily lose your mind if you don't have information enough to stuff your mind. It's like stuffing your pillow. It's like putting a lot of bread in your sandwich. Thank you so much for allowing me to be part of this moment. I love you. Share love, 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 love. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on Friday for another time on these platforms. I appreciate you. Bye bye for now. Bye. Bye bye. Bye.